There's an old Jesuit saying inspired by St. Ignatius: pray as if everything depends on God. Work as if everything depends on you. In Jesus' day, there was a pool called Bethesda. The people believed that every day an angel would fly by, creating a wind that stirred up the pool. The next one to jump in the pool could be miraculously saved of whatever physical ailment they suffered from. One day when Jesus was near the pool, he saw a paralyzed man who had been lying there for decades. We read in the Gospel of John what happened next. When Jesus saw him lying there and learned that he had been in this condition for a long time, he asked him, "Do you want to get well?" "Sir," the invalid replied, "I have no one to help me into the pool when the water is stirred. While I'm trying to get in, someone else goes down ahead of me." When Jesus said to him, "Rise, pick up your mat and walk," at once the man was cured. He picked up his mat and walked. For the class of 2020, you face a real challenge that came unexpectedly. Recently, the governor issued an extension to this time of quarantine and social distancing. Your in-person classes are now over, and now, for the sake of others, you have to learn from the safety of your own home. But today marks the halfway point. You've already completed 50% of this quarter's online classes necessary to graduate. You have precious little time left to complete your Jesuit education, so give it all you've got. I know that you are all looking forward to so many end-of-the-year events and experiences, but this is still your time. You and your classmates are finding ways to take the traditions of Jesuit High School and creatively make them your own, whether adapting some things to an online format or creating unique ways to mark your senior year and celebrate your accomplishments. Your Jesuit High School is making plans with backup dates to send you off the way that you deserve. But I'm heartened to see you all take ownership of so much. I know that you are the kind of class that meets challenges head on, and you can be proud of that. Look around you and take inspiration. Not only should you count your blessings, we all know someone who suffers worse than we do. Look around at the incredible work the adults in our community are pouring themselves into. Right now, you are a student who primarily needs to be about the work of learning. But that learning can set you up to be a hero, like the ones that you see now. Tragedy will strike again, I guarantee it. So, will you be the next doctor, tending to patients in an emergency room, or a med student connecting patients with their families in new ways? Will you be the next teacher trying out new technology to bring an education to students stuck at home, or the next school leader navigating the effort? Will you be the next artist directing your talents so that beauty can comfort the sorrowful, or designing interactive software to exercise young minds? Will you be the next entrepreneur, dreaming up ways to take care of your employees, feed those on the front lines of a crisis, or repurpose tech resources to respond to immediate demands? Will you be the next priest, anointing the sick, counseling hospital workers, hearing roadside confessions, bringing the hope of Christ to the hopeless? Will you be the next civil servant, directing the public effort to respond to crises and make sure that people are safe and secure, or to cast a vision for our economic well-being? Recently, I had on my desk the diplomas of over 250 Blue Jays. I had the privilege of signing every one of them by hand. I'm humbled by the effort put forth by your parents and grandparents, benefactors, alumni and friends, your teachers, everyone who set foot on our campus to be part of this great institution since 1847. But most of all, I'm humbled by your own efforts as students, to be so open to growth and fed by life's lessons, the easy and the difficult, to be so competent, ready to face the academic challenges, sharp as a tack, to be so ready to understand the world as one in it, but not of the world, knowing yourself to be a son of God, united to Christ in all your fullness, ready to lay down your life for your neighbor, to be so ready to evaluate the problems in the world as they really are, and by the grace of God to do something about it. This current time is a trial for all of us, but we cannot afford to be like the man waiting by the pool at Bethesda for someone to put him in it. Turn to Christ and be empowered by His kingship and His mission for you. If you walk with Christ, if you know yourself to be loved and healed by Him, then you will hear Him say, "Rise, pick up your mat and walk." Finish strong, Blue Jays.